This is wildlife biologist Eric Orff with my New Hampshire Fish and Wildlife YouTube channel, and I'm at Turtletown Pond in Concord, a very secret spot to everybody. And it's my pleasure this morning to bring you Tim Moore.
Hi everyone.
Hey, guide Tim Moore. Tim, tell us a little bit about your background and how long you've been guiding and what do you guide for, and then we want to talk about ice fishing. I just read recently that maybe a quarter of the ice fishermen that are fishing this year, according to the bait shop owners, and they pretty much know what's going on. If you want to know what's going on in New Hampshire, I've always found you go to the sport shops, you go to the bait shops.
Yep.
They talk to lots of people, lots of eyes and ears.
Yeah.
Great information from these folks, and they're telling us that a quarter of the ice fishermen have never set foot on ice to ice fish before. So we're going to give some tips to them. And all right, Tim, tell us, Tim Moore from Tim Moore Outdoor.
Yep.
And Tim, tell us what you think about this year's ice conditions and a little bit about your background.
Well, I'm a New Hampshire native. My family has been in New Hampshire for I think 5 generations now. I'm the 5th generation. We came here descended from the Azores, if you can believe that. I'm part Portuguese. I don't look like I have an ounce of Portuguese in me, but apparently I do. Anyway, I grew up hunting and fishing with my father in New Hampshire here, and I didn't hunt or fish outside of New Hampshire until I was an adult. I did everything right here in the state, so I've become familiar with a lot of places like Turtletown Pond. I just renewed I got my 15th guide license
15th
renewal.
year.
15th year.
15th year.
Yeah,
Wow.
I can't believe it. I make my living doing it now. And
Are there anybody else in New Hampshire that you know that are full-time guides?
there are a few.
Okay.
Yeah, not many, but
All right.
there are a few. Most of them, all I guide is fishing. Most of them guide hunting and fishing
Yep.
to kind of supplement in the off season. I do some writing and promotional work,
Okay.
product promotions for sponsorship work, and work with retailers, Kidder Trading Post, things like that in the off season to supplement my income. So 15 years. My first year in business, I averaged 2 cents an hour. I kept track of all my time. I remember.
Have you given yourself a raise yet?
Yes, thank God. The people have given me a raise.
That's right.
So now I guide year round on Winnipesaukee, and I do kayak fishing trips, and then on Winnipesaukee in the wintertime I should be there today.
Yes.
But unfortunately,
What's the problem?
There is not very much ice on that lake right now.
Isn't that amazing? Here it is. This is January 12th, 2021.
Yeah.
And Winnipesaukee is largely wide open.
Scary.
In Winnisquam, nothing.
Yeah. Some people are finding some ice on the lake in some of the northern bays. The problem for me is, we generally stop making ice by the middle of February. Like you generally don't make ice after the middle of February. You maintain it and then you lose it.
Yep.
So we have, another month to make all our ice. That's going to get us through until the end of the season and the end of March. So the thinner it is by mid-February, the earlier we generally lose it in March.
Right.
So that's my concern now is obviously safety for my clients, but am I going to get a full season in?
Right.
If I don't guide, they don't.
They're not giving swimming lessons yet.
Yeah, they
then.
won't pay me to sit at home. So
No, they don't. What should a new ice fisherman think about as far as even equipment or getting to know the sport? Obviously find somebody that knows something about it.
yeah, Eric, there's a lot of ice fishing gear available to us. Nothing like when I was growing up. And you can spend thousands of dollars. I mean, there are ice fishing fish finders that are as much as $2,800. Beginners don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to get started. You can buy a spud bar for $15 to $30, and that will not only allow you to check the ice, but you can also use it to chisel your holes. That's how I got started on Lake Winnipesaukee. I remember the first Winnie Derby I ever fished. It was 18 inches of ice. We were driving around chiseling holes through 18 inches of ice. So it's possible. It's not fun, but if you don't, if money's an issue, a chisel is definitely one of the first things you want to buy.
Yep.
It's a safety tool, and you got to drill a hole.
Right.
Obviously we have no snow, so creepers are important today, so I don't fall down. Early season and late season, I wear these safety picks. These particular ones float. Okay. So if I fall through, a couple of things, if they come off, they'll float,
Yep,
so I can get
nice.
them.
Okay,
They won't
good.
sink. And also, if there happens to be things, ice and stuff in front of me, they're going to float up in front of my face.
Okay.
So I can get to them easily.
okay.
Those are going to be really crucial to help get you out.
Have you fallen through the ice?
I've never fallen through the ice. I am.
Me?
I am.
Several times.
Yeah, I
By
am.
my job.
I've been
had me
with
do
people
that.
that have fallen through the ice, doing things that I've said, I don't think you should do that. You know, trying to cross rivers, things like that.
Yeah,
But
where there's ever some current. Yeah. So what to look for on a pond where there's less likely to be good ice?
there are so many variables when it comes to making ice. Temperature, obviously, wind, snow cover,
Right.
weed decomposition
Yep.
will slow the formation of ice. I have video from this very pond in these weeds right behind you of open water with steam coming up out of them on a -6-degree day with my beard full of ice.
Yep.
Because the
vegetation.
weeds, the vegetation
Stay away
were-
from the vegetation. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Decomposition is combustion. It's heat.
Yep,
So
yep.
there are
Well-
many factors and current.
Yep. Off to the left here, I do see a Beaver Lodge over there.
Yep.
Which reminds me of a story. When I was still working my career at Fishing Game, one day I led a group from the Allenstown Conservation Commission out to Bear Brook State Park to the beaver pond out there, the dam out there, not Hall Mountain, the other one. Anyways, and I said, it was a winter with not a lot of ice. I said, now everybody follow in my footsteps. We're going to go out here and check the duck boxes. And I turn around and there's a group of 3 or 4 that are headed for the beaver pond. And before I could say anything, the Beaver Lodge, because they wanted to look at it, in 1 or 2 of them went, because the beavers coming and going from the lodge and getting their food,
Yep.
they
the heat.
make the ice unsafe. So stay away from beaver lodges. So
Yeah.
all these things you learn sometimes the hard way.
Yep. Yep. So the thinner the ice is, the more. So I check my way out.
Yep.
When the first time I go out onto a piece of water, I check, and the thinner it is, the more often I check. So if it's 4 inches, I'm checking every 15 or 20 feet until I become confident that that area is solid all the way across. Because as I was telling you before we filmed this, you were here and you filmed. This was
It
open
was
water.
open
There were
water
seagulls.
a little over a week ago.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
seagulls swimming around out there.
This
floating
is
around.
Turtletown Pond. It's not that big a pond, and not that much wind action or anything. It was just a very strange winter.
Yeah, yeah. And I was here just a few days ago, and there was 2 inches of ice in that area,
Yep.
and 4 to 5 inches everywhere else. And now it's 5 to 7. We've had some colder nights.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but yeah, check as you
Check,
go.
check.
Don't ever see anyone on the ice and assume the ice is safe. And there's no such thing as safe ice anyway.
There is
People
not.
ask me, is the ice safe? I say, well, some of it's ready, but I don't know if it's safe.
I notice it's usually people smaller than me that are standing there.
Yeah.
All right, Tim, thank you very much. And
Thank you.
hey, we hope you have some luck today and get some ice on the big lake and get back up there and enjoy the winter. And this is Tim Moore with the New Hampshire Fish and Wildlife YouTube channel. Thank you, Tim. Awesome. Thank you very much.